Hi, hello, namaskar. Myself Mahesh Prasad from Department of Physics. As you know, well, dear students, we are in a topic that is nothing but thermodynamics. Correct? What do you mean by thermodynamics? By the way, is a kind of heat is in motion from one point to another point, or conversion of heat energy into mechanical energy. Well, we have come across different laws under this particular phenomena. That is. The first law we have discussed, that is the zeroth law of thermodynamics, and the next one we have discussed about first law of thermodynamics. Well, we have discussed the first law of thermodynamics, that is nothing but, what is the formula we have got? That is nothing but dq which is equal to du plus dw. dq which indicates what? It is the heat supplied to a system. What do you mean by du which indicates, which is the increase in internal energy? Similarly, what do you mean by dW over here? dW which is nothing but work done in a particular system. Yes or no? Well, similarly, today we will discuss about isothermal process. What do you mean by isothermal process, by the way? Isothermal process is a process in which temperature remains constant in a particular system. For example, you take one cylinder somewhat like this. If I take one cylinder with the movable piston, now if I supply the heat over here, and it is a system in which temperature remains constant, whether volume increases or decreases doesn't matter. But the thing is, if I want to, for example, initially if it is maintained as 20 degrees Celsius, if I supply the heat, what happens? Don't you think temperature is going to increase? To maintain 20 degrees Celsius, this piston should go upward in direction, so that we can say 20 degrees Celsius is maintained in the particular cylinder over here. Similarly, what could be the work done we supposed to do to maintain a constant temperature? So that is what exactly we are going to get in today's class. In the sense, what is the work done we supposed to do under isothermal process? What do you mean by isothermal process, by the way? It is a process in which temperature remains constant. How many processes we have come across? The first one we had isothermal process, adiabatic process, and isochoric process, and isobaric process. In today's class, we will see what exactly the work done in isothermal process. So obviously, hope you know the basic relation of ideal gas equation, that is nothing but PV which is equal to RT. Well, so this is by taking help of this ideal gas equation, we will try to see and we will try to get the work done in isothermal process. And one more thing, don't you think when you apply the heat, don't you think its pressure as well as volume is going to increase? For example, if it is maintained as initial pressure as P1 and initial volume as V1, P1, V1 was the initial pressure and volume. After applying a heat, what happens? Don't you think its pressure as well as volume is going to increase from P1 to P2 as well as V1 to V2 over here? Yes or no? Yes. And the thing is, now your job is to get the amount of work done. What is the amount of work done we can have over here? What is the amount of work done? Basic formula we know, that is amount of work done, that is nothing but force into displacement. Yes or no? Well, similarly your job is to get the force into displacement. Now, can I replace your force as what? What I can replace your force as over here? Basically, we know the relation, that is the pressure which is equal to force per unit area. Can I write F which is equal to P into A? Can I go with this particular relation? Well, so now replace F as P into A into ds. Can I say area into displacement gives our total volume or change in volume in the particular system? So similarly, work done which is equal to pressure into dV again. dV is a change in volume, because area into displacement gives what? Change in volume. So now this is what exactly we have over here. So by taking help of ideal gas equation, so can I write with respect to P, by having this particular relation, with respect to P, can I write RT divided by B over here, where R is the universal gas constant and T is the temperature and B is the volume. Now, can I say, since it is isothermal process, temperature remains constant. So, well, we'll substitute the values, that is the P which is equal to R into T divided by B into dV, which is equal to W. Correct? No? Well, now this is a small amount of work done. This is a small amount of work done. Now I want to get a total amount of work done in the particular system. What is the meaning of total amount of work done? Which means from initial to final value, what would be the total change in or the total work done in the particular system. If we want to get, I should go with the integration. So what is the formula we have for integration? We'll see one by one. So we'll do the integration. Now what is the initial volume? We are integrating with respect to dV. So your job is to take a initial limit as well as the final limit as V1 to V2. So this was the initial volume and this is the final volume after receiving the heat to maintain a constant temperature. Correct? Now what we can take outside the integration? So can I take a R into T, that is R is also constant, T is also constant, can be taken outside the integration. So if I take outside, what we have, that is which is equal to R into T with the integration symbol V1 to V2, that is 1 by V into dV over here. In integration we have one relation, that is nothing but integration of 1 by x into dx, which is equal to log to the base e into x. Don't you think this looks like a similar scenario over here, 1 by v into dv, which looks like 1 by x into dx. So if it is so, let us apply, that is r into t, that is log to the base e. See, this is the log to the base e I am taking, not the log to the base 10. Log to the base e into v with the limit v1 to v2. Are you getting? So well, so after reaching this particular point, we supposed to apply the integration. We supposed to apply the limit. What is the lower limit we have? v1 to v2. Why we supposed to take v1 to v2? Because v1 was the initial volume and v2 is the final volume. You can find the total amount of work done in terms of volume, as we know. Well, so which is equal to W over here. Now, how to apply the limits? By the way, that is nothing but R into T, that is log to the base E into V2 minus log to the base E into V1. That is upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit we have for V2 and lower limit we have for V1. So let us go with this, and log A minus log B, one more formula we can induce over here, that is nothing but log A minus log B gives log A by B. So similarly, your log V2 minus log V1 can be taken it as, that is R2 into log to the base B into V2 by V1. So this is what exactly we can write, which is equal to W. Now, if you want to find a logarithm value in a logarithm book, we have all the values in terms of log to the base 10. So, how to convert this? If there is a direct substitution, just to convert log to the base e into log to the base 10, your job is to multiply by 2.303. So, if you multiply 2.303 to the actual value, that is RT into log to the base 10 into V2 by V1. So, if you multiply 2.303 to the actual equation, this log to the base E will get converted to log to the base 10 only. Okay? So, which is equal to W. So, this is what exactly we can have under isothermal process. Okay? So, what we have done over here? Initially, we have used the ideal gas equation, that is according to Boyle's law, temperature remains constant. So now it was the initial pressure and volume which can which can raised up to P1 to P2. Similarly, we know that there is a basic relation with respect to the work done, that is nothing but dW which is equal to force into displacement, that is the force into displacement. Now, this F can be replaced by what? F can be replaced by pressure into area. So now, if I combine this, area into displacement gives what? That is nothing but a change in volume. Now, your job is to replace P as RT by V. And next one we have taken integration. Why we suppose to take integration? Because from up to here, we know small amount of work done. But to get a total amount of work done, what we need to do? We should go with the integration with the unit or with the limit as V1 to V2. Are you getting? Why we suppose that V1 to V2 by the way? Because it was having the initial volume as V1. Then once you give a heat, what happens? Its volume is going to increase. From where to where? V1 to V2. So that's why the total amount of work done can be get by applying the limit as V1 to V2 over here. Now, what we have done it over here? Since R and T, because why T is the constant here? Because it is the isothermal process. In isothermal process, we can have temperature as a constant value. Are you getting? Well, so if you take R as outside the integration, 1 by V, which represent what? Log to the base E over here. Log to the base E into V. So, after reaching this particular point, your job is to apply the limit. There is nothing but upper limit minus lower limit. What we have for upper limit? That is V2. What we have for lower limit? That is V1. So, wherever V is there, replaced by V2 as well as the V1 over here. Then, we know that is nothing but log A minus log B. That is nothing but log A by B. Similarly, log to the base E, V2 minus log to the base E into V1 can be taken as log V2 by V1. So since we have log to the base E, how to get converted? If you multiply 2.3 to this equation, it will get converted to log to the base 10 over here. So this is what exactly we are supposed to get under isothermal work done or work done in isothermal process. Okay, fine. Well, we'll see what could be the expression we can get in terms of adiabatic process. By the way, what do you mean by adiabatic process? It is a process in which heat remains constant. Now, how we can make heat as a constant or heat remains as a constant? Which means, now I will take a cylinder in such a way that there should not be any exchange of heat between system and surrounding. Which means, I will take one insulated surface coat with respect to somewhat like this. I will take an adiabatic wall. What kind of wall? Adiabatic wall. What do you mean by adiabatic wall? It is a wall in which doesn't allow a heat can pass through that. Which means it is a kind of insulating wall I have taken. Now what I do here is that if there is no change in heat, can I say dq as 0 over here? According to our relation, dq becomes 0. What happens? The work done in the process which is equal to decrease in internal energy. Correct? No? That is nothing but dW which is equal to minus du I can have over here. Correct? No? Well, since it is a adiabatic process, your job is to take one relation that is nothing but PV gamma which is equal to constant. So this is the relation we are supposed to take as a general equation, especially in the adiabatic process where P is the pressure, V is the volume and gamma which indicates specific heat ratio. Which means gamma which is nothing but the Cp by Cv. This was the relation we had taken in the previous chapter, where gamma which was indicated by the specific heat ratio, that is nothing but Cp by Cv. Cp in the sense what? Specific heat capacity at constant pressure and specific heat capacity at constant volume. Well, now if if there is no exchange of heat over here, so what happens? dW is equal to decrease in internal energy. Now, what is the work done in the process we can have? What is the work done in adiabatic process we can have over here? The work done in adiabatic process. What is the adiabatic change in ideal gas? That is nothing but what is the state of change? That is, can I say P1 V1 gamma is equal to P2 V2 gamma is equal to the constant, I can say. This is a general process also, like we had in the process P1 V1 to P2 V2. So this is the product of this can be constant their side. Are you getting? So this is what exactly we can have. In the sense, here initially pressure increases, here pressure may decrease. If volume is increased, here volume may decrease. So it's like equation of continuity. How we have taken A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2 which is equal to constant. Similarly, P1 V1 gamma is equal to P2 V2 gamma is equal to constant. Okay? Well, we'll start up with our basic idea about adiabatic process. What is the relation we had? That is work done. That is a small amount of work done we had. That is the dW which is equal to force into displacement. That is a force into the displacement I can have over here. Yes or no? So now, once again F can be replaced by what? F can be replaced by pressure into area over here. Correct? No? So, if I want to write F can be replaced by pressure into area into ds which is equal to dW. Pressure into area or area into displacement can be replaced by what? That is nothing but change in volume in the particular system. Correct? No? Well, so I can say, what we can say? P into dV which is equal to dW. Correct? No? Now, by taking the help of this particular relation, your P can be replaced by what? The P can be replaced by dW which is equal to, that is constant divided by V to the power gamma into dV over here. So this is what exactly we can get. Now, how to get a total amount of work done? How to get a total amount of work done? Here we got a small amount of work done. To get the total amount of work done, we need to do a integration. Correct? No? Well, so let us go with the integration. What is the limit we can take? Initially it was maintained as V1, it can reach up to V2. Go with the limit as V1 to V2. Are you getting? Well, so if can I take a constant outside the integration? So let us go with that. So that is a W which is equal to constant and integration with the limit V1 to V2, that is 1 by V to the power gamma into dV. Correct? No? Well, now can I write this V to the power gamma? If I take the numerator, it becomes what? It is W which is equal to the constant into integration of V to the power minus gamma into dV with the limit V1 to V2. Now your job is to take one more integration relation, that is nothing but integration of x power n. So integration of x power n, what we have? Integration of x power n into dx is equal to x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So in the place of x, what we have? V. In the place of n, what we have? Minus gamma. So let us go with this. In the place of v, we have x. In the place of n, we have minus gamma. So what we can write? So we can write that is w which is equal to constant into what we can write? X power n plus 1 means v power gamma minus gamma plus 1. V power minus gamma plus 1 divided by v power minus gamma plus 1 with the limit v1 to v2. Yes Yes or no? So this is, that is divided by minus gamma plus 1. This is what we can write. Correct? No? That is x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. N was minus gamma, that's why n plus 1. So now, can I write this is looks like W is equal to, that is a constant divided by, this can be taken out, that is nothing but 1 minus gamma into, can I write this is nothing but 1 minus v to the power 1 minus gamma. Can I write somewhat like this with the limit of v1 to v2 over here? Are you getting? So well, so after reaching this particular point, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to go with the relation. We are supposed to go with the relation upper limit minus lower limit. What is the upper limit we have? It is nothing but v2. Let us substitute the values over here. That is the w which is equal to the constant divided by 1 minus gamma within the limit, that is the v2. Wherever v is there, replaced by v2. So what I can write? v2 into 1 minus gamma minus v1 1 minus gamma, and it looks somewhat like this. Yes or no? Yes. So now what I do here is that I take a constant. In terms of constant, what are the terms we have? So can I say P1 V1 gamma which is equal to constant? Similarly, P2 V2 gamma which is equal to constant. If A equal to C and B which is equal to C, so can I say A which is equal to B? Similarly, I'll multiply constant inside. So what I can write? So what I can write, that is W which is equal to, that is 1 by 1 minus gamma. If I multiply constant once here and once again over here, and constant can be replaced by, that is since we have a v to the power 1 minus gamma, I take a p to v2 as a constant. So now p to v2 power gamma into this v to the power 1 minus gamma minus p1 v1 gamma into v1 power 1 minus gamma. Are you getting? Well, so what happens here? Gamma will get cancelled. What is remaining? Because powers are always added. That's why. So now here this will get cancelled. W which is equal to 1 minus 1 gamma into P2 V2. Correct? Minus P1 V1 I am going to have over here. And if I reverse this, what I can write? That is W which is equal to 1 minus gamma minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2. This is also possible if I reverse the direction over here. Correct? Well, now can I replace P1 V1 which is equal to P2 V2? General relation we had, that is the P1 V1 which is equal to RT1. Similarly, P2 V2 which is equal to RT2 in a general ideal gas equation. So now, if I want to write W which is equal to 1 minus gamma minus 1 into RT1 minus RT2, what I can take common over here? I can take R as a common. What is there inside the bracket? It is nothing but W which is equal to R divided by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. So this is what exactly we can have over here. It is nothing but work done in adiabatic process. What do you mean by adiabatic process? It is a process in which there is no exchange of heat will take place between system and surrounding, which means we are taking insulated boundary. Here, what do you mean by insulated boundary? There is no exchange of heat will take place between system and the surrounding. And to maintain this, we need to do some work. So what is the work done in the particular process? That is nothing but this is a process where we can utilize to get work done in the particular process, where R is the universal gas constant, where T1 was the initial temperature and T2 was the final temperature, and gamma is the specific heat capacity, that is the Cp by Cv. Well, where W which is equal to work done in the particular process. So this is what exactly we have taken, and initially we have done that the PV gamma which is equal to constant. All those things we have taken. Well, So this is what exactly we can have under the concept of expression for adiabatic process. Understood? Well.